Alright, looks like we're just about ready to get going. Thank you for joining us today. Sorry I had a little bit of a delay there getting the photos from my phone uploaded for today's session. Let's get going. Oh. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm Shane. If it's your first time with us, welcome. It's SketchClub. It's Friday. It's 8 p.m. Today's subject matter is going to be new. We're going to be painting irises today because we had some lovely wild irises pop up on our homestead here. We haven't seen them. They might have been here before. We might have mowed them. But they popped up this year. So now we're going to mark the moment that we first saw them. Maybe we'll be transplanting them around into the garden. But they're beautiful. I think they're native to Quebec, where we are. So let's have a look. I've got some photos that I've got for references over on the board. I'm going to be painting in Realistic Paint Studio, but if you've got an iPad, you can use Procreate. If you've got a sketchbook, you can use your sketchbook. Whatever you want to use to get going is perfect, because the goal here is just to practice. Every Friday, come together, have a little look at some reference about some different subject matter, and to paint, sketch, draw, however you like to do it, all right? And you don't have to pick the subject, which is sometimes the thing that stops you from getting going, right? Just, what am I going to paint? I don't know what to paint, but easy enough. We've picked it for you today. Now you can suggest a subject matter as well if you want to. My email will be on the next screen. And you can also comment on any of the videos on our social media stream if you want to suggest a topic. Okay, so what are we doing? We've told you what we're doing, but what we haven't said is what we do. So why are we doing this? We are a digital art studio and we're online. We teach all kinds of digital art like graphic design, painting and drawing, using various apps, iPad and computer, all kinds of different things. We also do photography, filmmaking, script writing, podcasting, 3D sculpting and 3D printing. Anything in the digital creative space, we have workshops for. So check out our website, www.jrartlab.com. Please also like and subscribe to the stream. It really helps us out. You know, people get bumped up based on when other people like it. Other people will see it. So we do this every week. We've been doing this for years now. I can say that. And we will keep doing it because we love it. All right. So let's get on over to my other screen and we'll have a look here. If you are in the chat today, you can text me in the chat. I'm in Facebook chat, YouTube chat, as well as Twitch chat. So whichever chat you're in, I should be able to see your messages. So drop me a message if you would like to say something. So let's get on over to my screen and have a look at our options, our reference pictures that I've selected for today, including my photos. Oh, that was a very quick owl. Speaking of owl, I've got my little mini red wolf down on the floor underneath my chair today. Shout out to anybody who has a Shiba and has been training their Shiba. It is a job and a half, right? I think a lot of people don't realize what they're in for when they get Shibas. Okay, so can you see my screen? Let me just check here. Okay, so this is Realistic Paint Studio, which I've been using now for a couple of weeks again, but you can use anything, as I said. We usually use this or Clip Studio, or I think there was a while we sort of did it on Affinity Photo because we dropped out of Photoshop there for quite a while. Quite a few years now we haven't been back in Photoshop, just for the subscription. We don't like subscription memberships. So let's have a look at what we've got now. These big pictures on the side are the ones that I shot from our land and the little irises. This one's funny. There's a little beetle looking thing. I don't know what happened. Maybe something chomped it, but it doesn't look very well in there. So First I thought it was, oh look, there's a cute little bee having a nap in there, and then I was like, it doesn't look quite right. Like it's either, it looks more like a beetle. Where's its fluffy little bum? Maybe a bird came and took a big chunk out of it. But this is the one I want to kind of capture today, our purple iris. And I think this is, I could be wrong, but I think this is a Quebec flower. It could be an introduced species, but I think you will find them in the wild because we didn't plant this, it just came up. Now, of course, we have some very, very beautiful oil paintings here and sketches and photography that we've collected from the web. And this looks like the same one we have there. The Quebec. Let's just have a quick look. Quebec iris. My keyboard. Do you see that? IRIS. It loves to double tap. I was really dumb when we were first starting our homesteading and we got our chickens. And I put them in a brooder, and I kept the brooder in this room because we don't have a lot of space. So they were in here in the art studio. Otherwise they would have been in the lounge room or the kitchen or something. So, but they made so much dust, and I had no idea they would make all this dust. Like, it just came out of their little brooder, but it was invisible. You couldn't see it, and it just covered everything with a fine layer of dust. And it took me like days to clean everything. But I think it got inside my keyboard, and now I have this double tap situation going on. Okay, so let's see. I think, yeah, Harlequin blue flag, iris versicolor, Quebec's floral emblem. So, it is. There we go. The fleur de lis, yellow birch, and then the blue flag iris. That's what it is. Blue as the floral emblem of Quebec. The iris highlights the importance of water and wetlands in the balance of nature. Ooh, and we have a snowy owl. I haven't seen a snowy owl yet. We have never painted a snowy owl either, so that could be a good thing to do at some point. Okay. So, it is Quebec native, I assume. Alright, so let's get along and have a look at some other irises. Ours aren't as fancy as these ones. And of course I've put in the Van Gogh irises, which are very famous. I like the chunkiness of this. Okay, so what I usually do, if you're new here, thank you for joining us. If you're old here, welcome back. I'm going to put the ones that are my favorites kind of over on the side. Oh, I like that collection as well. Okay. Now I've kind of, which side am I going to put them on today? Maybe I'll put them on this side. So I do like a cut down, and then I pick, oh, that dark one on the dark background is very nice. Pop that purple. Okay, that looks like our one too. A bit of watercolor there. Okay, they're not going to work over there. So, by the way, if you would like to try this app, I think you can get a free trial. It's just mural.co, app.mural.co, I think it is. It also works on iPad. It's a great way to kind of collect your thoughts. There's our Van Gogh looking irises. I don't think that's a Van Gogh though. I think it might be inspired by the Van Gogh. I'm pretty sure I put them in here. Wow, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. With all the foliage around it. And a bit of a little pond behind. Okay. That's taken it up a level. Oh, look, that looks like the original photo for that painting. Look at that. Let's have a look. No. No. Oh, they could both be photos. No, that looks like a painting. That looks like a painting too, but it looks a little bit AI. Let's see. Is that... That's the Quebec one, I think. There you go. Ooh, that's pretty on the little thing. Is that a coin? You know, I think this is a really interesting thing. When you live somewhere you haven't lived for a long time, it takes quite a while to learn. I like this. Quite a while to learn all these things about. Yeah, that's what it looks like as a bud. Let's put that one up there too. There's the Van Gogh. There you go. Very famous. Van Gogh has I think he has multiple irises. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the rendering here. This is nice too. This chunky with the white and grey. This is going to be tricky, eh? Okay, so I'm going to put those two in our... Is it the same one? That's the same one, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, and then let's have a look at the photos I shot. Okay, I feel like those two and that one have a good position, but I like the background here with the light. So lately we used to just do a study, but we changed the way we work here. Sometimes we do a study of something. Oh, excuse me. That one's got a lot more detail in those leaves, so let's go up there. Okay, but I like that lighting better with that yellow backdrop. Okay, so let's position what we've got and get our cut down collection. That sounds like a record, like a CD. Cut down collection, hits from the 90s to today. Alright, there we go. And that one, I'm going to make that one bigger because that one really impresses me. I think that is going to be heavily influencing from our picture. And then I want to use this as... So we're going to kind of combine this one, this one, this one. Hang on, where's the good... That one there. Do I need this one? I don't think I need this one. Did I get the wrong one? No. It's helpful to have something like this too, because we can see it from multiple angles if we're unsure of the direction of that leaf. So I might just throw that up there. And we'll shrink you down a little bit. We can always zoom in. Alright, so this we're going to just position over to the side here. Now you can get the link for this in the chat if you're not sure. If you can't see it very well and you want to pick a different picture, maybe you want to do an iris study but a different one, you can grab that out of the chat, okay? And just click the link and you should be able to go and open this up. It may need you to sign in with your Google, which effectively, like everything these days, wants you to set up an account. But you can have a free account and they have like you get like 5 free murals or something. Okay, so let's shrink this over to the side here. Now I'm curious where everybody's from today. If you can access the chat, let me know where you're from. Now we do classes in all different places at the moment. We do classes in obviously in Canada. Most of our students are actually in Toronto because we had our art studio there before we moved online in COVID. But we also have students in America and we have students in Australia and New Zealand. So all different time zones, which is very, very makes me curious about where are you coming from? What time is it where you are? Here it's about 8:20, so Eastern Standard Time, but You might not be at that. Okay. Now, one or many? That's the question here. One or many? Last week worked out pretty well, just getting a bit of play going on. So I think we might try that again. I'm just going to reset that. And you can switch between the palette here and the palette colors, the tubes, which is, I think, super cool. If you're used to traditional painting, this is a really good app for just getting in and getting started with some digital, because it works a lot like I think we're just gonna do kind of a darkish greenish base, and then we'll move up towards a bit yellowish greenish with this big old brush. Now if you haven't played with this app, I'm pretty sure you can get a free trial for like a month or something. Go and get it, it's super cool. Look at this. Who doesn't want to play with an app that has... Now, we're not sponsored or anything, I just think this is really cool. Has all these special tools, and you can choose, like, there's different sets of tools for drawing and painting and inking and measuring or cutting and slicing and all kinds of stuff. So it's called Realistic Paint Studio. It's not one of those very popular ones, but after you've played around with them for a while, they're all kind of the same. But I would say this one is the most realistic, hence the name. Realistic as in it works, like you've got a canvas and an easel and palette knives, and they just work the way they work, right? You don't have fancy schmancy millions of settings for each brush, so that can be a real positive for someone who's just kind of getting going. And this each of the angle of my pen, you can see as I angle it, it's kind of changing it there, the direction of the brush, so you've got a lot of kind of control. Now they do have an iPad one too, so you might even be able to get a trial on the iPad for Realistic Paint Studio if you want to. Okay, let's go back here and put back in a bit more green. Now I think we need some grayer greens in here. So I'm just kind of building up a base, and then I'll kind of wait and see what comes out at me. Okay, let's get a bit of a smudger. Do let me know if the music's not loud enough or you would like to turn that down. If you can hear me okay, that's great. But it sounds a little bit quiet to me. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. I do like a bit of relaxing music while I'm painting. Or a podcast. Oh, I love a podcast while I'm painting. So I'm just using this. This is the blending brush. So I just chose. You can just choose from this thing, and you can just tap on these, and then it will sample it. But they all kind of, the settings don't adjust like other apps. They're more like traditional. So certain brushes do what they do, and if you want something different, you need a different brush. Just like traditional oil painting. Now this setup I'm working on at the moment is the oil painting setup. And it feels like you're blending real paint, like oh yes, we didn't do a square last week, but I decided to do a square this week. So this app has like specific setups, like canvases. So you choose a canvas and you've got like, you can make custom ones, but it comes with all the kind of standard canvas. So landscape, portrait, square. It doesn't have any in the round canvases though. If you're a round canvas maker, painter. So we were very happy to find these little guys. We also discovered a very interesting plant that's growing on our property called toothwort. I think this is really an interesting thing to, like, I've never had this experience of owning a piece of land before a few years ago, and learning the plants that live on our land. So we have this plant called toothwort, which is like wasabi, and wasabi is intensely difficult to grow. If anybody's watched Clarkson's farm, I think there was a season, in one of the seasons he decided he was going to grow the wasabi, but wasabi is it needs running water at a specific temperature that runs regularly and isn't stagnant, so it can't grow in ponds. It has to grow in a stream, but stream also can't do too hot or too cold, or it will die. So that is why I learned from that Clarkson's farm, that is why wasabi is so expensive, because a little tube is probably $10-ish, I guess, these days. But we have this plant called toothwort, and if you look it up, toothwort is it's a horseradish type root, and I was cutting it up and putting it in salad. It was pretty cool. Putting it in some mayonnaise, just like wasabi mayonnaise. It was very, very good. Okay, so that gives us a base. Now we do have layers in here, which is unusual for a traditional painting app, and we don't usually bother with them, but I feel like today I might not. I'm not sure what I want to do with my irises, so I might have a play on a second layer here so I can see. Okay, let's get out our palette knife. Let's check our direction here. So the rotation line gives you You know, I was reading something this week. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that I subscribe. I would prefer to subscribe to Audible or an audiobook or a book thing. If I'm going to do a subscription, than any kind of movie thing, because I don't know, books are just better, aren't they? Movies are great, don't get me wrong, but books are better. And yeah, I was reading something this week that was talking about how creativity is the closest thing we have. If you think about a creator that created humans, this is part of the pull of being wanting to create, is wanting to get closer. There's a very good book about this actually, and that just popped into my head by visionary artist Alex Gray. He has a very good book which looks into the history of how art has its basis in this kind of spiritualized peace. Okay, now which direction is our light going to come from? I'm going to say left. So I'm trying to use the palette knife on its edge. Alright, maybe we'll mix up a nice purple. There is a purple there though. Okay, now the brushes make a difference on the palette. It does take a little bit of getting used to working with this palette, by the way. As you can see, I can't remember which one of these picks it up. That picks it up the best. I think it might be. Okay, let's give that a go. Oops, we lost our reference. I have to remember to click back on this software before I try and do the sampling. Alright, so I'm gonna sample a darker green here. Maybe even darker than that. What? Yeah, we've got. Okay, I think I need a little... Alright, let's go back into the flowers. Let's try this out. Oh. Oh, why can I not move you? Which one of those is my space? Touch, right, lasso, toggle, touch, shift, option, pen scroll. This should be the bottom one. That's zoom. Alright, how are we doing for time? Oh, wow. That went quick, didn't it? That's the wrong one. Alright. Are we on the right layer? Yep. I think we need a little splash of something. Let's try you. Now we're pretty much out of time. It is 9 o'clock. We didn't have a good look at that one. Let's have a good look at this one. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I think some red would have gone nice in there. So let's quickly pop in a little bit of this. Also these really pretty purple flowers, and let's see if we can get that kind of purple. Alright, and let's run some stems. Now I think it's time to merge, but I cannot remember. There you go. Merge layer down. There we go. Merge layer down. Merge layer down. Merge layer down. And now we just have one layer, so we'll just put in some finishing. Get rid of our layers now because we don't need it. I feel like we need a bit more white. Let's go all out and bring in the pure. Let's bring in the purity. Save it till the last. I wish that was a little bit smoother here. Let's give it a little blend and then we're going to call it a day. Alright, a couple of pops of white with some fan brush, and then we'll call it done for today. I know I've said that a few times, but you know, when you're in there and things keep coming at you, let's go. Can you be more fanny? Glad we took a minute to look at that. Right. Well, let's have a look. That's our iris painting of this week. If you enjoyed it, please do like, share and subscribe. We will be here next week again for another Sketch Club. It runs from 8 till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have a new subject matter. If you would like to suggest a subject matter, please send us a message. You've got my email above my head, or you can drop us a comment in any of our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or send us a message and we will have a look at your requests. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you next week. Bye!